Alright people, so I'm here with your Friday Night Smackdown review, a show I like to call, that I prefer to call Friday Night Shitdown because it is filled with a bunch of shit much like Raw. So, by the way, I'm so fucking tired of watching bullshit WWE television. So for this Smackdown, I just went on YouTube and watched the clips that WWE posts on YouTube of Smackdown. So, I didn't watch the whole show, obviously. But I did watch, the highlights, I guess you can call it. So, and this is not in order, by the way, because I watched certain YouTube clips. I didn't watch, all of them in order, whatever. So I will get to everything, just not in order. All right. So I got Owens defeating Ryder. They were hyping this up. Oh, Kevin Owens NXT Championship Challenge, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe we'll get a decent match here. I'm expecting Owens to win, but. Maybe we'll get something decent. But no, it's fucking Zack Ryder. Jobber Zack Ryder, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is he doing here? I mean, come on, this is pathetic. And of course it's a fucking jobber match. I believe it was such a fucking short match they even posted the whole thing on YouTube. I'll give it a half star out of 5. Just stupid, retarded. There was no point to this. And if you're gonna build it up, big NXT challenge, NXT Championship Open challenge for Kevin Owens. Don't make it fucking Zack fucking Ryder. Are you kidding me? So that was stupid there. Then we have Rusev and Miz cutting a promo. Fucking Rusev, what a fucking dumbass he is. He says, I can't stand or walk without crutches. When he's fucking standing up without the fucking crutches. I mean, it's just retardation. It's just fucking retardation. I mean, God, it just looks so stupid. I can't stand without crutches, but he's fucking standing right there. I mean, how dumb do they think we really are? And this was kind of just a fucking repeat, of what we saw on Raw. I hope they don't drag this out so fucking long. Just do it and get it over with. I mean, it was good, Rusev kind of, saying to Lana, know your role, but now they're just dragging it out. Can we just get over it already and get this over with? Because if we drag it out another month, it's going to turn into absolute garbage. This isn't something that should last 2 months. It's something that should last a few weeks at most. And Rusev's begging for Lana back now, and it's like, it wasn't anything special or anything like that. It was just fucking, I thought, boring and a little bit repetitive. And then you have Miz out there. What the fuck is Miz doing out there? I mean, he's been gone for fucking, it seems like a month or two, and then he shows up in this retarded fucking outfit. He's got like some fucking hood on. It just looks retarded as fuck. Oh, it's Miz TV. Wow, Miz TV. What a fucking horrible name for a fucking, jobber's fucking segment. I mean, it's just stupid. We're just gonna have a random Miz TV, which we haven't had in like months. It's just dumb. Then we have Neville defeating Kofi Kingston. The match was alright. I was happy because Neville actually won, and there was a bunch of interference there, so it made Neville, who was actually a good fucking wrestler, look strong. So I was happy with this match for the most. I'm gonna give it 2.75 out of 5 stars. It wasn't fucking like great or anything like that, but I'm happy that they made Neville fucking, win. There was some good action there at the end, with the interference and the roll-ups and shit. So I'll give it 2.75 out of 5 stars. Decent match there. Then we have Paige cutting a promo. She talks about how she's different and shit, and how the Bellas are kind of hogging the spotlight, whatever. It was short, but I thought it was alright. I think they aired the whole thing on the fucking YouTube. It was alright, wasn't special, but I thought it was, better than your normal Divas match or segment. Then Sheamus and Roman Reigns ends in a disqualification, a boring fucking match. And you had I believe Jerry Lawler said, this is a match we might be talking about for a long time. Again, how dumb do they think we are? Oh yeah, I'm really gonna be talking about Roman Reigns versus Sheamus on fucking Thursday night Smackdown. Yeah, I'm really gonna be talking about that in 2 months. Oh yeah, hey fans of or hey subscribers, remember that classic Roman Reigns versus Sheamus match on SmackDown 2 months ago? Yeah, I'm really gonna be the only reason I would bring it up probably is because if it fucking sucks so bad. I mean, what the fuck is Jerry Lawler talking about here? There's a clip of it on YouTube of fans going, back in 2012, we want Ziggler very loudly, and then fucking Lawler's like, oh, listen to the fans chant, we want Sheamus. It's just total dumbass. I mean, everybody on this show's fucking acting like a dumbass. You got Rusev saying, oh, I can't stand without crutches, when he's fucking standing right there without crutches. I mean, it's just retarded. So boring fucking match. Kane comes down and whoa, what do you know? Another fucking DQ ending. Wow, another fucking DQ. Every fucking main event, it seems like, ends in DQ, ends in interference. We just can't have a clean fucking finish, can we? It's got to be all this DQ bullshit and whatever. So then Kane comes out, DQ, match sucked. I'm gonna give it 0 out of 5 stars. It was just a bunch of bullshit. Then Kane inserts himself in the Money in the Bank briefcase. So yeah, that's all we need, a fucking washed up 40-some-year-old in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which is supposed to be for younger talent. I mean, what the fuck? Why is Kane in there? Fucking, that's bullshit. It should be for younger talent like Neville or some shit like that, not fucking Kane. Seth and Dean Ambrose cut a promo here. I fucking hate this. The feud's pissing me off a little bit because it's centered around the WWE Championship belt and Dean Ambrose stealing it. Alright, he stole the belt. I mean, they just did that storyline like 3 months ago with the IC title. It's not new. We've seen this before, and it's not something to get all worked up about. Oh, he stole the title, big fucking deal, and he's calling himself the champion. It's not anything that's good. It's not original. And it's pretty stupid, for Dean to say, oh, I won and I'm the champion. It just doesn't seem like something a babyface would fucking do. And it doesn't seem, badass or good or anything like that, really. I kind of liked how Dean kind of talked about, how he's tough and how, the fucking, him being against the odds have made him tough while Rollins has had it easy, which has made him sucked. So Dean Ambrose did cut a decent promo. It kind of took away a little bit from it, though, with him being on the Titantron. I would rather have him be there in person, but I guess all in all, an all-right promo here. Then we have the Primetime Players defeating the Lucha Dragons in the Ascension. It was a decent match. There was a good amount of action in here. I'm going to give it 2.75 out of 5 stars. Nothing great or anything like that, but I mean, it was decent enough. The Primetime Players do win. I mean, the Primetime Players aren't anything special. I mean, you definitely have a little bit of talent there, at least. They're not great, but I mean, it could be worse. At least it's not like the Matadors or the Usos. That makes me think. The Usos have been fucking gone, like, since WrestleMania, too. I mean, I haven't even noticed that. That's how bad they fucking suck. I haven't even noticed they've been gone. But Primetime Players win, I definitely do like, though, Darren Young has a pretty good finisher there where he throws the guy over his shoulders and then does the gut buster, I think it's called. That's a cool finisher, I have to say. Titus O'Neil has charisma, and he does have some decent power moves or big guy moves in there, too. So, I mean, Primetime Players, we'll see where they go. I mean, they haven't done much, but maybe they'll pick up some steam here. And to end the show, or whatever, to end this review, we have Ryback defeating Stardust. Actually, there was some average moves, some decent moves in here. I mean, but it was just a jobber match when you come down to it, So I'm gonna give it 1.75 out of 5 stars, because I did feel that there was some decent moves in here. But I mean, come on, it's fucking. And then they're talking, oh, it's the 1 year anniversary of Stardust. Like, this is some great thing to reminisce over. Stardust has been the fucking biggest fucking failure. I mean, come on. Stardust is the most retarded. You had a good thing going with Cody Rhodes there. He was, whatever, doing good, decent wrestler. Didn't really have too much of a character going there. But, I mean, then they fucking turn him in. Yeah, he was with his brother there. So, I mean, they had something going. And then they just fucking turn him into this retarded-ass Stardust character. It's fucking retarded. It looks retarded. He acts like he's on LSD. He's obsessed with fucking planets and the universe and shit like that. And I like that shit. I think it's interesting, but he just takes it to a fucking whole new level. I mean, he's like, oh, the cosmic key, and talking all this bullshit. It's so stupid and retarded. He fucking throws fucking plastic stars up in the air. I mean, how much more retarded can you get? So, yeah, I mean, and then you have fucking Ryback in there, who's just fucking not doing anything in this company. One day he's in the fucking main event, facing CM Punk, and then he turns into a jobber, then he cuts a promo in a hospital, then he goes back on top, and he's just all over the fucking place. you know, facing Bray Wyatt, then whatever. It's just fucking weird, you know, what they do with people. So there you go, people. SmackDown fucking was not a good show. So I'm going to give it overall, I'm going to give it 1.5 out of 10 stars. Show for the most part sucked like always. So there you go, people.